In a world increasingly shaped by secularism, the enduring appeal of Catholicism has remained strong, drawing those seeking spiritual fulfillment and a deeper connection to a higher meaning. This conversion trend is not confined to countries with long-standing Catholic traditions, but spans a diverse range of nations where atheism has become more prevalent. Here's a closer look at the top 7 countries where atheists are turning to Catholicism in growing numbers, from number 7 to number 1. Number 7, Poland, often called the heart of Catholicism in Europe, is a nation with over 90% of its population identifying as Catholic. Despite this, the country has seen a significant shift, particularly among the younger generations, as they increasingly distance themselves from religion, influenced by the broader secular trends sweeping across Europe. Yet in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, Poland has witnessed a religious revival, with many young people returning to the church. This resurgence reflects a deeper desire for spiritual meaning and a yearning to reconnect with deeply rooted cultural and familial traditions. A driving force behind this wave of conversions is Poland's strong sense of Catholic identity, which offers a sense of belonging and continuity amid societal uncertainty. Many individuals find comfort in the Church's stability and its sense of community, especially in turbulent times. Moreover, Poland's younger generation has embraced the dynamic missionary movements and Catholic youth outreach programs, which bring the faith into modern life in relatable ways. Statistically, this trend is reflected in the increase in the number of people attending Mass. According to the Polish Statistical Institute, attendance has risen from 42% in 2020 to 50% in 2023, indicating that Catholicism is regaining influence, especially among the youth. Number 6. Germany, a country often associated with secularism and atheism, holds the highest rate of irreligiosity in Europe. However, despite the prevalence of atheism, Catholicism has seen a resurgence among certain groups, particularly among younger people in immigrant communities. While the overall percentage of Germans identifying as Catholic has slightly declined from 30% in 2010 to 28% in 2023, a growing number of atheists are converting to Catholicism. This unexpected shift can be attributed to several factors, such as the influence of immigrant communities from Catholic-majority countries like Italy, Poland, and the Philippines, who bring their faith traditions with them. Additionally, Germany's younger generation, especially those seeking to protect and preserve Christian values in the face of increasing secularization, is rediscovering the richness of Catholicism. The rise of the traditional Catholic Mass movement and the appeal of Catholic social services have been central to this conversion trend. According to Eurobarometer, the number of atheists converting to Catholicism in Germany increased by 15% between 2015 and 2023, demonstrating that despite secular trends, there is still a deep desire for faith in the country. Moreover, the Church's efforts to engage younger audiences through social media and youth-focused programs have played a significant role in sparking interest in the Catholic faith. Number 5, Brazil. In Brazil, where over 60% of the population traditionally identifies as Catholic, the nation has faced an ongoing challenge with secularization and the rise of evangelical Christianity. Despite these forces, a surprising number of atheists in Brazil have turned back to Catholicism, drawn by the faith's deep cultural roots and the social and communal aspects that it offers. The annual carnival celebrations, which have strong religious undertones, continue to be a major influence, highlighting the integral role of Catholicism in Brazilian culture. Additionally, the Church's involvement in social justice work, charitable initiatives, and community-building efforts has fostered a sense of connection for many Brazilians, particularly those disillusioned by the rise of more individualistic faiths. Many return to Catholicism not just out of personal spiritual needs, but also because of the sense of community and continuity it offers in an increasingly fragmented society. Despite the growing popularity of Protestantism, the number of Catholics in Brazil has increased slightly in recent years, rising by 3% from 2019 to 2023, according to Datafolha. This trend highlights the strong cultural ties that keep Catholicism relevant in Brazilian society, with many atheists finding themselves drawn back to the faith. Number 4, South Korea, a country where over 50% of the population identifies as non-religious, has seen Catholicism grow steadily, particularly in urban centers. Despite the country's strong secular tendencies, Catholicism continues to resonate, especially among the younger generation, and atheists are increasingly turning to the faith. South Korea's Catholic Church has adapted remarkably well to the modern age, with its influence growing not only through religious services but also through its strong presence in education and social initiatives. The country's prestigious Catholic universities, such as Sogang University, have also contributed to the faith's modern appeal, shaping young minds and fostering a new generation of Catholics. Additionally, the influence of K-pop, with subtle Christian references in some of the music and the lifestyle of prominent idols, has helped make Catholicism more attractive to youth in South Korea. From 2010 to 2023, the number of Catholics in South Korea increased from 5.3 million to 5.9 million, now comprising 11.4% of the population. This growth reflects the continued relevance of Catholicism in a society that is often considered one of the most secular in Asia. Number 3. France, historically known for its staunch secularism and commitment to the principle of laïcité, has seen a surprising shift in recent years. Despite its strong secular policies, France has experienced a noticeable revival of Catholicism, particularly among younger people who are increasingly turning to the faith. The rise in Catholic conversions can be attributed to a reaction against the overwhelming consumerism and materialism of modern society, as well as a desire for more meaningful, community-based connections. The influence of African migrants, many of whom come from Catholic-majority countries, has also played a significant role in this shift. Additionally, movements such as the Hiking to Chartres pilgrimage have gained popularity, drawing thousands of young people seeking to reconnect with their religious roots. This trend is further supported by a broader societal yearning for spiritual connection in an era of global uncertainty. According to IFOP, the percentage of young people between the ages of 18 to 35 attending Mass on Sundays has doubled from 4% in 2010 to 8% in 2023, reflecting a growing desire for faith and community among the French youth. Number 2. United States. The United States, a country where 30% of the population identifies as nones, having no religious affiliation, has seen a significant rise in conversions to Catholicism, particularly among young people, and those disillusioned by the lack of meaning in secular life. Catholicism in the U.S. has adapted to contemporary issues, offering both conservative communities and more progressive expressions of faith. One of the major factors driving this trend is the rise of the traditional Latin Mass movement, which appeals to those seeking a more traditional, liturgical approach to Catholicism. Additionally, the influence of social media, with young Catholic priests and influencers spreading messages of faith, has made Catholicism more accessible and relevant to a new generation. The United States has seen approximately 2.6 million people convert to Catholicism in recent years, according to Pew Research in 2023, marking a significant uptick in interest, particularly among those seeking spiritual depth in a world increasingly focused on materialism and individualism. Number 1. China. Despite the Chinese government's tight control over religious practices and its policies of limiting religious freedom, Catholicism has seen remarkable growth in the country, particularly among younger generations and in urban areas. The rapid expansion of the underground church, often referred to as the church in the shadows, has been one of the most astonishing aspects of this trend. In the face of the Communist Party's control over religion, many Chinese have turned to Catholicism as a way to seek meaning in a highly materialistic society. The growth of Catholic communities, particularly among the youth, is also influenced by the Chinese diaspora, with many overseas Chinese playing a pivotal role in supporting and spreading the faith. The number of Catholics in China has increased from 9 million in 2010 to an estimated 12 to 15 million in 2023, according to underground church sources. Despite facing immense governmental pressure, Catholicism continues to flourish in China, offering a spiritual refuge from the pressures of modern life and the state's control over religious expression.